Good morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today's Friday, September 1st, 2023. Um, it's about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. Whenever you're seeing this, hopefully you get it in time to get your action in. Speaking of action, we had action yesterday, and we were 2-1 yesterday, so that wasn't quite an EFP day, but it was a winning day. EFP every fucking pick, but every fucking pick that we win, we're going to win every fucking pick. EFP, that's what that means. And yeah, but we were 2-1. The one we lost, we had Kent State Golden Flashes plus 39 and a half against UCF, Central Florida, and Central Florida beat them by 50. I was expecting that team, the Golden Flashes, to get at least 10, 14 points. But the two we won, we had it had so sorry, I'm trying to think of the name. UConn. We had UConn plus 17 and a half against um, the NC State, and they covered. They only lost by 10. We could have won with the normal spread on that one. But that was minus 157, and then we had the Utah Utes. We had them minus 8.5 or minus 9.5 against um, Utah. Against Florida, and they beat them by like 11 or 12 or something like that. Either way, we covered, and that was plus money. That was plus money, plus 140. All right, so it was a great day yesterday, but we don't dwell on wins. We don't dwell on losses. Keep going. We got three for you today. All right, one's in baseball. In fact, let's start with that one right now. You got the Boston Red Sox at Kansas City, about 8:40 Eastern, all times Eastern on the Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show, Betting Public Sports Show. James Paxton of the Red Sox, he's like 7-3 with a 3.99 ERA, 1.26 WHIP. He's going against Jordan Lyles of Kansas City, who was like 3-15 with a 6.5 ERA, 1.31 WHIP or something like that. All that shit's high, we say. Yeah, I like the Red Sox. They're gonna think of it for the playoffs and whatnot. And now even though the last time we had Jordan Lyles on the show, I believe he beat us. That was kind of caught us by surprise there. I don't think Lightning's gonna strike. I don't think Lightning is going to strike twice against us. So we're going to go ahead and take the Red Sox minus 1.5, and that's that's minus 120. All right. Then both of these are after 7 p.m. They're evening games. Check your local listings, especially with ESPN. Ooh, what did that happen? Like 8:15 p.m. Eastern yesterday. Because all of a sudden you get this message on Spectrum that Disney and ESPN blah blah blah, or Disney and Spectrum been fussing, and ESPN's a part of Disney. Just some ugly shit. It's like damn. But anyway, I digress. College football action. I don't know which one is first, but we're gonna go with the one that I'm sitting here thinking of, and that is the Battle of Second Fiddle of Michigan. uh, Central Michigan against Michigan State. Okay, now Central Michigan comes in with 9 of 11 of its returning starters for last year. Pretty decent defense, pretty stout defense last year. Even for a MAC team, they were a stout team on defense. They don't have much to go. They have a little bit on offense. I take that back. They got a stud quarterback, Birdie Manuel Jr. Not sure if he's related to the guy from the NFL, Birdie Manuel. He's got the famous catch rule named after him, Birdie Manuel rule. Like even if the ball touches the ground, as long as you can still be a catch. That's his rule. That was the NFC Championship, maybe 2001, 2002, maybe 2003, somewhere around that era. It was the Rams were against Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay had that vaunted defense with Warren Sapp in them. But I don't even know if that's his son. So Bert Emanuel was a receiver on that team. Um, or there was a receiver named Bert Emanuel. But anyway, um, Michigan State now they got to do some. They got like 4 offensive linemen back, but they got to do some retooling everywhere else on their skills, and that's fine because this would, Michigan State should have superior athletes to anybody that Central Michigan is going to bring in. So even losing some offensive players, Michigan State should be able to do fair well against them. And uh, Michigan State was 5-7 last year overall. Um, yeah, Mel Tucker. This is a make or break year for him. They broke him off, so he's got to produce a dominant team this year. So we're gonna take the spread or the total to go over 44 and a half. The original spread is 45 and a half. We're gonna say over 44 and a half. That's minus 120 odds, all right? Then the last one, pardon me, college football as well. It's ACC action. Louisville at Georgia Tech. Louisville was 8-5 last year. Kind of a surprise team last year. Now they've only got 9 starters that come in returning total. Okay, 3 on offense, 6 on defense. But on offense, one of them is the center. Okay, one of them is the running back, and one of them is the quarterback. And yeah, when you got your returning experienced quarterback and a returning experienced senior center, that bodes well for your offense. All right, and they've got a bunch of receivers there. And that pass happy offense of Coach Jeff Brom. Is that his name? Yeah. Um, so Louisville should be formidable. Okay. They averaged about 27 points a game last year and only gave up about 21. Or no, gave up like 18 or something like that. While conversely, their opponents, Georgia Tech last year, I think they were 4-7. All their wins were in the ACC. No, they did win one regular season game or non-conference game. They fired their coach or lost their coach in the middle of the year last year. But they were, let's see, about like 5-7 last year, maybe less than that. I forget. But they don't return a lot offensively or defensively. And they only scored like 17 points a game last year while giving up 27. And, just people just think Georgia Tech is almost, a public rice. Not quite an Ivy, but, you got to, be up on the books to get there, Georgia Tech. And, you're going to send your son to Atlanta, get caught up in Atlanta, being from wherever he's at, get caught up in Atlanta at 18, 19, 20 years old? No, I don't think so. Louisville is a 6.5, 7-point favorite. I took it up to 9.5, and that's even money, plus 100 because I think Louisville's going to stump them, right? So yeah, Louisville minus 9.5 for plus 100, even money. All right. So let's recap. All right. Foot or baseball. Um, you got the Red Sox at the Kansas City Royals, taking the Red Sox minus 1.5 for minus 120 odds. Okay. Battle for second, Fiddle in Michigan. The Central Michigan Chippewas against the Michigan State Spartans, the Sparty. We're taking that game to go over 44.5. That is minus 120 odds. All right. And then lastly, Louisville at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, we're taking Louisville minus 9.5, and that's even money, plus 100. All right. So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. You know the show's motto: there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow. Audio podcast and video. So, let's be ready for that. But in the meantime, let's look up on social media for not already. My Twitter is at Biggie Rothstein, Biggierothstein. All right. And so yeah, make sure you hook up with me on there. But other than that, let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous to each other. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. There is an audio podcast, and we're up to date if you need to go look for it. The famed Rothstein Sports Investing Show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, about 10 different places, all right? But let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. So then everybody stay safe. Peace.